We good. Not scared, y'all. Y'all ain't scared, man. Y'all not scared, man. Let's roll, man. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Black at Night Show. Whoa.
Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black.
Yes, right on time. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Tim Black at Night Show. We are doing it. We're getting it done. We just keep right on going, guys. Let me give a shout out to all my people on Meerkat. What up, Meerkat people? How y'all doing, man? Thank y'all for joining in tonight. It's an important show. I say that every night, but it is. It is because we gotta put some fallacies to rest tonight. We're gonna have to make a commitment to work together. All right? When I say that, I don't just mean me and this show. I'm talking about all of us. Everybody who everyone who can see this podcast or see this live show or see this video cast, whatever you want to call it, this broadcast. Let me give it up to my people out there in YouTube world, Tim Black's Wolf Pack. Got to give it up to my guys, man, holding me down. Appreciate you. Let me make sure my applause button is working for my people all over the world. And when I say all over the world, I do mean all over the world. I have supporters all over the globe, man. I had some folks contact me from India. I had some folks contacting me from one gentleman. His name is Tom Seacrest. He's been with me for about 2 years. He's in Brussels. And he contacted me to tell me how wrong we got the story about Paris. And how America's basically taking talking points from the government and just regurgitating it. Yeah. Your boy Tim Black starting to grow up and starting to have sources of his own that enable us to give some other information out there so I don't have to just rely on mainstream media, which I hate to do, you know? So I need, I need folks, man, when I do stories in cities that affect you, that you logistically live in, man, if you can take pictures, if you can talk to people, if you can give me the lowdown on what's really going on, man, ladies and gentlemen, you know how much that will help. Because the last thing I want to do is put out any misinformation. I want it to be as accurate as possible from you guys. So look, remember, it ain't just about me, it's about we. And I need you, all right? So look, guys, here goes the topics for the night, man. Let me get it going, man. We all know about the shooting that occurred in Colorado. And we know, it was devastating to a lot of people. A lot of people there caught up in that mess. We also know there was a lot of, you should know there's a lot of sanitation of the news that went on. Okay. Make sure all my settings are good, okay? So, because we got this big thing going on with Planned Parenthood, and the left and the right, and liberal and conservatives are fighting over abortion rights, Planned Parenthood, and this shooting gave some people something to talk about and gave others something to defend, all right? So, a lot of the information coming out, man, I'm really suspect. That's why I wish I had some people that lived in Colorado to tell me exactly what they saw. You know, that's why I put that plea in the beginning. Because I don't believe half the crap they're telling me, man. But I got to go on it. All right. I got to go on it because I have nothing to refute it. But with all news, we listen with what? With our brains and our hearts. And our guts. Can you listen with your gut? Your gut, if it don't seem right, you got to question. It's like, this don't sound right. This is, my gut's telling me I ain't getting the whole story here. You know, sort of like with Laquan McDonald. They said that they, it took a year for us to see the footage. And it took a year for them to press charges against the officer, though they saw the footage a year ago, back in October 2014 when it happened. And then they released it, and they said, well, we have footage, but we don't have sound. And now the sound is out. And the sound is very damaging because it shows that the majority of those shots very clearly was fired after the kid was on the ground, after he'd been shot. Yeah. So we got to listen, man. We got to listen with our guts and our hearts and our minds and our ears and all that stuff. All right. Let's get some updates going, man. Colorado shooting. I want people to know what's up. All right. Let me, have you seen, people on Meerkat, have you seen the picture of our friend Robert Deere? Because that's the question. Is Robert Deere a terrorist? And I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. Should we get into details of this story? Should we get into updates? Let me get into updates, then we're going to ask the question. Let me push through the updates real quick. That's what we need to do. Because not everyone, some people were actually out and enjoying their lives or doing whatever they were doing, spending time with family, and they're not, they saw flashes, but they don't know. Okay. The man accused of opening fire at the Planned Parenthood facility there in Colorado has been identified as Robert Deere. Robert Louis Deere, 57. He was taken into custody at the Planned Parenthood clinic. No, he was not at the mall. No, he didn't take over a strip club. He went into the Planned Parenthood facility and took it over. They evacuated other places and locked them down because they weren't sure if he was acting alone, if he could have got away, what he could damage other people, well, put other people in harm's way. So this was kind of like some of the other information, the misinformation they were putting out, kind of didn't want to say that the man was in the Planned Parenthood facility. And I don't know, maybe some of that was done to protect people in the facility. I don't know. I guess they wanted to sneak up on him. And maybe he had a smartphone and he could see, hey, they know I'm here. I think they had to know I think he had to know that they knew he was there. So that type of lie don't fly with me. Because I'm sure he knew cops knew he was in there. Come on, man. But anyway, let me keep going, guys. Here's what you need to know. He shot and killed people. All right? The last time I checked, 11 people were shot. One fatality. They're not giving me much. I did get a tweet. I'm looking here for the exact quote. It's my understanding. Oh, here it goes. Here we go. The man accused of opening fire at a Planned Parenthood clinic in Colorado and killing 3 people said, "No more baby parts." He killed 3 people. I thought only one person died. My condolences to the families. All right. I didn't know he killed 3 people. His exact words were, "No more baby parts." This is going to tie into later when we talk about, is this man a terrorist or not? All right? All right. I think we pretty much, that's enough. That's enough of the information. The rest is rhetoric. It doesn't change anything. That's enough for us to kind of like come to a conclusion about his motives. He said no more baby parts, and we know that Planned Parenthood has been under fire because allegedly they sell baby parts of aborted fetuses. Okay? So we know that, right? If you didn't know, now you know. Okay? All right. Pushing right along. Okay. So is this guy a terrorist? I'm going to go out on a limb and tell you I believe he is fundamentally. If you look up the word terrorist, he should be in the dictionary. Picture him. God damn it. This guy. This your guy right here. When you look up the word terrorist, can you guys see this? You guys seen this guy? Here you go. Have you seen this guy? All right. That's the guy. That's our guy. Okay. Want to make sure everybody saw this guy. You probably saw him if you've been on social media. I just want to make sure, man. I hate leaving my Meerkat people out. Damn it. It's all tilted off funny. All right. This guy should be the person you see when you look up the word terrorist in the dictionary, in my opinion. But what we tend to do is if the person doesn't look like, do I have him? Well, if he doesn't look like an Arab, then people don't classify him as a terrorist. We need to talk about why is that the case. We need to be bold enough, courageous enough, open-minded enough, and willing to accept the reality, right? The reason why we do not we, you and I, but the reason why America hesitates, and heck, maybe not even America, most westernized countries hesitate to label their own people as terrorists, particularly white people, is because what? Come on, guys. Why would they hesitate to make this piece of crap, this scumbag, this killer who killed a cop? I know at least one of the people that he killed was an officer. Why would they hesitate labeling him as a terrorist? Because it loses its power. See, if we make the Arab the boogeyman, if we make the Muslim the boogeyman, and then we willy-nilly make other people the boogeyman, well, he becomes a lot less boogeymanish. No more of a boogie night, is he? We have to think critically about this stuff, man. So people are going to make the argument, they're going to split hairs, they're going to say, well, he doesn't have a political cause. Well, I think he does. I think you can't make that argument here. You made it with Dylann Roof. Oh, Dylann Roof, he didn't want to change the government. He didn't want to make any policy changes, so therefore he's not a terrorist. I don't think every person who shoots at American embassy wants to change political policy. They just want to kill some Americans. Some of them probably don't even know what our policies are. But anyway, people say with Dylann Roof, the one who killed all the people in the church, executed all those people, people say, well, you couldn't call him a terrorist because he didn't have a political agenda that you could point at. White supremacy is not a political agenda according to them. What it is just a guy pissed off, just an angry kid. Well, this guy was just pissed off. He was by himself. What makes it different? Well, I'm saying the same thing I said about Dylann Roof. I feel like he's a terrorist. I lost subscribers then. Luckily, I got some new ones. Robert Deere is a terrorist. That's where I stand on it. And now that you know how I feel about it, let me hear how you feel about it. If you want, please call up. The number is 323-870-4064. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Let's keep it going. This is working. Oh, here we go. There we go. Hey, Kim, how you doing, lady?
How's the king?
Hey, man, we got to deal with these damn terrorists. But I'm doing well. How are you?
Woo! I'm doing fine. I've been keeping up on what's going on. Literally minute by minute stuff is coming in. And there is a thing called American, or you can call it white, depending on the race of the people, terrorism. You can't turn your head away from it. You just can't. And there's black terrorism, too, in this country. Because, you know, our folks, we be doing stuff to, you know, to each other as well. But I'll just keep it in the frame of mind of American terrorism, domestic terrorism, right here in our own backyard.
Right.
And the spin doctors are always coming out trying to keep up a lot of propaganda. And it's not working no more because the information technology is coming in so fast. People are getting this information and they like, that's some bullshit. That's not working no more. That's not going to work. But they're going to keep trying. They're just going to keep trying. And my prediction came true. I said to my husband, I said the last 2 years of Barack Obama being in office is going to be the worst.
Wow.
He's going to have to look at some stuff that he don't want to look at.
Wow.
And And then see, and the reason why I'm bringing Barack in there, now he decides to speak up on this particular situation, but he wouldn't talk about the other situation where this black kid got slaughtered. All of it's bad. All of it's bad. All of it is. Come on, you want to pick and choose when you want to speak and not to speak?
He actually did
So
say.
this is an American.
He actually
He
did.
did, excuse me.
He did say something, Kim. It was something very brief, like what I saw on the tape was disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got off. That
Okay.
was it. That was it, though. That was as far as he was going to go with that. But that was it. But yeah, keep going. What he said. Look, Kim. What he said was so. What is it? Generic. Like it don't matter anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. So you good.
Yeah. But it's an American problem. We got terrorism in our own backyard, and we don't want to deal with it. We don't want to deal with it. It's better to label certain people whatever way they want to label it. And this country is a lot of people more awake than you would know. All you got to do is just get on your program, and it's like I read comments, and I'm like, and it's all different races of people. It's like the okie doke ain't working no more.
Right.
We see exactly what's going on.
Well, not everybody feels that way. I got a guy right now on Meerkat who says, "Hang on, Tim, show a picture of me. You are so incorrect right now." I don't know what he's talking about. I guess he doesn't believe that this man who broke into this state-run facility, I think it's in a clinic state-run, I don't know, and shoots 11 people, holds people hostage for 5 hours, kills a couple people, 3 people. I guess he don't believe that makes him a domestic terrorist. I'd like to know what would qualify someone as a domestic terrorist, sir. Call up. 323-870-4064. What would he have to do besides take over a government agency for you to say he's a domestic terrorist? I just want him to. So not everybody. Most people are waking up, but not everybody. They're still stuck on certain words.
Yes, they are. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good question you're asking. What would make it? Yeah. Really, it isn't even a question. It is what it is. It's there. It's there.
Right.
And for that person to say whatever they said to you, you're doing something right. You're touching a nerve. So keep doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'm listening.
Yeah, most definitely. There's no way I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing. Hey, we starting to actually gain some momentum. We starting to finally reach more people. And in fact, Kim, I sent out a tweet, and I was gonna tell the group later. I'm gonna tell you, babe, because you need to know. And you got me feeling good, man. I sent out a tweet today, and it was about the shooter. And, I do a little graphics thing, so let me put it up on the screen, and I'm going to bring my Meerkat people over so they can see it. It's a tweet. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. That's the tweet. I sent this tweet out, and it has been seen by almost 30,000 people. Here goes the tweet. Here's the tweet. And for my people on Meerkat, if you can't see it, it's a picture of our shooter, Robert Deere, and next to it we got a Chicago teen, Laquan McDonald. And as you can see, I'm comparing just based on facts of what happened. And I'm asking people, like compare the two. So this is our show yesterday boiled down to a graphic. And it's resonating with people. I mean, this thing got reshared, retweeted. I'm telling you, man, almost 30,000 people have seen it and reshared it. So it's phenomenal. We got to give it up for ourselves.
Yeah. You know what that makes me think of? Like you were just saying earlier, you got to have some foot soldiers. Like I live up here in Northern California.
Right.
And you have foot soldiers out there that's getting that news raw right there on the street. I mean, I'm like, 10 minutes from Oakland, California. So you know it's drama in Oakland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I hear a lot of stuff coming in because I got family all around in the Bay Area. So I'm gonna do that for you. When some drama going down here in the Bay Area,
Right.
you'll get it firsthand from me. I'll be one of your first foot soldiers out there,
That'll
pumping
make-
that information out to you.
Man, I appreciate you so much, Kim. Y'all give it up for Kim. Hang tight, Kim. Stay with us, Kim. I'm talk to you later, okay, love?
All right.
All right, now. Thank you so much, Kim. Hey, look, Kim, I appreciate that, man, that offer. I wish more, I need you to do that because, like I said, man, like, you know, we don't have to do the most sensational stories, like, but we want to do the realest stories. I want to bring that to us, you know? We don't have to rely on Fox News, MSNBC, HLN, CNN. We don't have to rely on them. So, I'm still waiting on my man to call me up. Mr. Props, call up, man. What is he talking about? He keeps talking about this. He's talking about one person, Nadal Hassan. I don't know. We're not talking about Nadal Hassan right now, sir. And I hate when people cloud. Don't clog the chat in Meerkat, dude. Don't clog the chat. I'm not doing a story on Nadal Hassan. The topic tonight, sir, if you don't mind, is Robert Deere. Okay, and it is the Colorado shooting. And can we consider that terrorism? Don't bring up other people that don't have anything to do with the story. All right? I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Maybe we'll do Nadal Hassan tomorrow. Join my Facebook group, Speak On It group, and you let me know about it, and maybe we can look into it. You can provide me some information. I can get up to speed on it, and then we can do that story. I'm not opposed to doing it, but we ain't going to do it tonight. You heard? Okay, I hope you understand. Not tonight. Anyway, let me go to another caller, man. Let's keep the show moving. I'm sorry to ruin the show because I shouldn't. I try to pay attention to calls, but I mean stuff. I should just keep it moving, man, and do that. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Rob? What's going on?
Tim, I'm doing all right. How you doing tonight?
Hey, man, it's one of them nights, man. I thought I was going to be on my regular channel, bro, but it would not stream. It's not because of copyright.
I looked.
Yeah, go ahead.
I looked there first. I did go there first.
Yeah, man, I'm pissed, but hey, it's a holiday weekend. What I'm going to do, bro? I'm going to wait till Monday and try to figure it out.
That's cool. I'll find you either way. I keep flipping through. I said in the chat yesterday that Waldo was easier to find than you sometimes.
Right. That's what they tell me, man. It's wild, man. So,
If you put in a little bit of effort, you can find you. Just, like he's not here, there he is. And if you go to the TimBlackTV.com, it'll take you where you need to go.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, man, Rob, tell me, man. Rob, I need to know, man. Just your gut, man. What do you think about this guy, man? Is it okay to call him a terrorist, or do we need to wait for him to tell us his plot is to destroy the government?
No. It is okay to call him a terrorist, and this is the way I feel about it. This was not a random act of violence. It was okay to call the Boston Bombers a terrorist because they had an agenda. It's okay to call Dylann Roof a terrorist because he had an agenda. They have agendas. They do, He had an agenda. This wasn't, he randomly stopped by this place. He randomly just picked out his gun. This was thought out. This was terrorism. Just like the Chicago theater shooting. That's terrorism. I think anything that is beyond a random act of violence can be considered some sort of terrorism. And you said it yourself many times that you are who we say you are. When you are who we, as far as whether it be genders or whatever it is, if we think you are this, you are that. So if we collectively call him a terrorist, he's going to be a terrorist. But it's the media that refrains himself, and like you pointed out many times, it is being owned by, six corporations.
Exactly.
They're the ones that filter this stuff out. They're the ones that dictate the rules of the game. They're the ones that let you hear what you want to hear, and we have to piece it all together and find out, did he kill 3? Did he kill 1? He's from South Carolina, from what I've read. He's had run-ins with the law before. He had restraining orders before. He had an animal cruelty charges that were brought up and dismissed.
Right.
He's had some issues.
Right.
But yes, I can say he is a terrorist. This wasn't random. This wasn't in the heat of the moment. This wasn't a crime of passion. This was thought out, and he did it.
It was very much thought out. I mean, I knew in the beginning. I didn't know. I just had a feeling. I went with my gut. I said, you know what? he didn't just go into this location for no reason at all. But people on the it seemed like a lot of conservative folks, for whatever reason, they felt like they had to protect that. I don't understand. Look, he is not a reflection of you. Just because you are pro-life, it doesn't mean this guy is you. I mean, unless you actually are a nutcase who was willing to kill people
Right.
to get your way. I mean, come
Yeah,
on, man. You don't have to carry water for this guy.
No, people miss the boat on that in droves. When you're talking about white supremacy, like I've said before, when we're talking about the system and the white corruption, and it's there and it's true, it's not me. I don't own any of that. I can't control any of that.
Right.
I can do my little part, but collectively, these sessions don't come after me. Like I said, I know what I've done wrong. I know what I've not done wrong.
Right.
So, but the people that fall in that group, he's talking about me. Well, they're just small-minded to think so. They're not. And if you feel that way, you got to take some deeper looks at yourself.
Exactly. Maybe there's some things you got to change. But I love the fact you brought up something I wanted to talk about, and white supremacy. And I wanted to I want people to try to think about what I'm saying here, and I want them to get this in the spirit of what I mean. When I did that graphic that I just put on the screen, and let me put it back for people who are watching it, who are watching there. Oh, it's still there. Damn, guys. Well, anyway, when I put this graphic up, when I wrote this graphic, I purposely did not use the word white supremacy. Oh, you can't see the tweet. The tweet itself said, we need to end the double standards. Okay? Something about double standards. I don't know if that was in that actually. Yeah. Let me see something. Yeah, you can see. Here we go. Please retweet if you're tired of the double standards. I got a little pushback from a very few people who said, well, come on, Tim, it's not double standard, it's white supremacy. And I was going to respond to him, but I didn't respond to him, Rob, but I'm going to respond to them and most people who feel that way. The majority of white people do not really understand what the hell you talk about when you talk about white supremacy. Some do. Don't get me wrong, some do. But the majority of white people who don't have shit, really, barely a bucket to piss in and no window to throw it out, who are down on their luck, who are just trying to scrape by, just trying to make ends meet, when you say things like white supremacy, you piss them off because they're looking at themselves as white and they're going, I ain't supreme over shit. I'm barely able to keep my damn heat on. So I chose to use the word double standard because at the end of the day, if you believe you live in a white supremacist world, you are living, the manifestation of white supremacy would be a double standard. So basically I'm saying the same thing as you, but I'm saying it in a way that I can include other people. So this picture, I didn't make any money off the picture getting shared, Rob, but more people saw it. And guess what? A lot of white people shared it because they agree with what I'm saying. But if I use language, that separates people, then they're turned off and now my message goes nowhere. So this is the thing. This is my challenge to all my pro-black people and to all my people out there, all people. If your goal is to actually help people, bring people together and solve problems, you got to be willing to not be divisive and compromise on the language you're going to use. Because once people hear negative shit, the light switch goes off. You got to make a choice. Are you in it for you? Or are you in it to help people? Are you in it for you? Or are you in it to further the cause? Are you in it to solve problems? Or are you in it to grandstand and say, I'm the man and this is the way it is and you idiots need to learn this shit. And if you don't, then, I'm the shit. Come on, guys. So I hope you get where I'm coming from. It's not that I disagree. I don't disagree. I believe white supremacy is a thing, but it's the 1% that run that shit, not the people that are going to read my tweet. All right. I'm off my soapbox.
That's it. Exactly.
Come on, man.
If people were to listen or watch you or follow you in the time that you've been creating videos and watch all of them, not a few of them, all of them. They would see what you're trying to do and how you're trying to come across. But if they only want to see a clip, a picture of you in one tweet, and then judge you off that one tweet or judge you off that picture,
Right.
well, there's your racism. You know, and that's the majority. People don't want to put in the time to find out who you are, what you're about, what's going on.
Right. Right.
And like I said, I'm always watching these things in the news. Like you said, what are their hidden agendas behind this one? Is there one, or is this pre-planned? Did they know that this was going to happen, allow it to happen? There's a lot of those weird things that you have to pay attention to. But like I said, when the media is controlled by 6 corporations and all 6 are on the same side of the ball trying to get a common goal done, it's hard to find the truth out there.
Exactly. And
Okay. I'll let you go, Tim, but it is terrorism.
Thank you, Rob. I mean, I agree.
Shotman.
I agree, man. I appreciate you, Rob. Give it up for Rob. Give it up for Kim, y'all. Come on now. Give it up for him. Look. It's not like I get a cookie for the shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, dead is dead, right? I mean, he killed 3 people. Dead is dead. Do you think those people, the families, care what his motives were? Or what I label it? Or what you label it? Once again, we fighting over shit we don't need to fight over. I got a guy flooding my timeline, about talking about... Please, guys, if you're on Meerkat right now and that guy's still talking, please report him. Get him out of there, man. I'm going to get somebody to stop monitoring so we can stop blocking people. But I can't let them throw me off my game, you know? I got to deliver to all my people that are watching, people in Stitcher, people on Blog Talk Radio. I've given him more attention than he needs. Just please, someone there, you know, run up and do the chloroform. You know in the movies, when they just hit you with and you do this. Somebody just run up behind him and hit him with the chloroform, you know? Do a Bill Cosby. Hey, man, if you can't laugh sometime, come on, man, I'm an entertainer first. Well, kinda. So, you know, but you know, I can't let the entertainment get in the way of the importance of what we're talking about. So we had a couple people, you know, with different attitudes about it. I mean, like I said, I mean, does it matter what he is? I know he's alive, right? I know he's alive and kicking. He's able to stand trial. Let that sink in. He's able to stand trial. And we're going to hear some convoluted explanations probably from him about why he felt he was right to do what he did. And I don't buy into the whole he's crazy, he's insane. I don't buy into that. To me, a person insane doesn't know what they're doing. If you know what you're doing is against the law, you're sane, frankly. If you do not know what you're doing and you're so delusional that you have no concept of what you're doing, then maybe I'll listen to it. But if you know what you're doing, if you're able to go get the gun and go buy the camouflage and get the hunting, he had the hunting outfit on and all that shit. Come on, man. Come on, buddy. You planned it. You knew what time of day to go. Yeah, come on. Come on, guys. All right. I don't know. He said, look, I think Darlene Pike says, was this person against abortion? What I read, now look, what I read at Reuters, and I hope I'm pronouncing Reuters. Reuters says, now I don't know where they get it from. I think they curate their news. My man Neil sent me this. Reuters is a huge organization. That doesn't mean they're above taking sources from some bull crap that people put out there for us. You know what I'm saying? Bull crap. Did I say bull crap? Did I say bullshit? Some bullshit. It doesn't mean they won't give us some bullshit. Okay? But according to Reuters, Darlene, the man accused of opening fire at the Planned Parenthood clinic in Colorado and killing 3 people said, no more baby parts. And we know if you're following the Planned Parenthood controversy, there have been people who say they have film, and I've been hearing like some of that's doctored, I don't know, man, but that they sell body parts, aborted fetuses, tissue and body parts and organs or whatever. So that's what he said. That's what they say he said. All right. That would sound like a guy with a motive. And we know abortion is a right, which is a law, right? Pro-choice is a law, right? Like it's built into our laws. So he wants to change the laws, right? Don't matter. To me, he shouldn't be breathing. He should be dead right now. So let's make that clear right now. This guy should be dead. I said it before I knew he had captured him. I said it. I said, look, guys, this guy is holding people hostage. He's got people frightened for their lives. They shouldn't be having no damn standoff. Go in there and kill him. Get it over with. He looked funny. Hell, man, people get shot for a lot less, don't they? People die every day for a lot less than barging into a place and killing 3 people. What's he doing alive? Save me some tax dollars. You shot Laquan McDonald for what? For looking scary. For walking down the street with a pocket knife and looking scary. And we got this guy who did more than look scary. He actually was scary. He took lives. And he's fine. I don't see a scratch on this bastard. It reminds me of my man Richard Pryor. Where's my man When I Rap? Where's When I Rap, man? I don't even know if When I Rap's here, but I'm going to play it, man.
Motherfucker, get out my face!
Yeah. That's right. Anyone who wants to tell me this guy's not a terrorist, anyone who wants to talk to me about his constitutional rights, you know what you can do for me? In the words of Richard Pryor.
Motherfucker, get out my face!
That's right, get out my face. Out. Be gone. Let me go to my chat room and see what people are talking about, man. Thank y'all for being over here, man. Bass Connor, what's up, Bass? How you doing, my friend? Bass Connor said, what the hell is a gun-free zone? I don't know. You know, I keep hearing that everywhere the gun-free zones are is where the most crime is, because people know. Do crooks really kill? You know, I'm serious. Like, anybody out there been a felon? I'd like to know, for real, because, like, I've known some bad people. I've never, ever, seriously, guys, I've known some bad people. Some people who had guns, people who used guns on people, right? I grew up around people. And like when I moved out when I was young, I moved out when I was 17, I was out in the world just making ends meet, living on my own, not with my parents, okay? I was in high school living on my own. We did some stuff. We lived some lives, okay? I never did it, but I've known people who got into a life of crime, and some of them are no longer here. I never, ever heard one of them say, let's go over here and do this because it's a gun-free zone. I'm just saying, I've never, ever heard that. In fact, most people who commit crime, they're already thinking the person they're going to commit crime with typically is going to be strapped. I've had friends give me guns because I was going to a neighborhood where people might have guns. And it was a gun-free zone. A place where you could not have a firearm. It's like, hey, you need to take this, man. I'm like, man, you know, I don't carry no gun. Man, take this with you. I feel better. And it's a place where there ain't supposed to be no guns. So when people, that whole argument, I don't know about that one, Base. You know what I'm saying? Because, I you know, maybe in some level it seems that way because that's what the data says. Maybe the data says that. Or maybe this is a different level of crook. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm just telling you in my experience, and like I ain't been everywhere. I haven't been all over the country and met every bad guy who ever walked the earth to know what their plans are. But I've known guys, and they've never said, we can't do that because this is, you know, let's go over here because this is the gun-free zone over here. Let's not go there. Let's not go jack these guys. Let's jack these guys because it's a gun-free. I just never heard that. But, you know. Nakasama said, the vagrant has a right now. He can get his perp walk trial and the max sentence. That's true. He's going to get his perp walk trial and the max sentence. And they will use him as a what? What will he be used as? Like, you know, I think they do a lot of things just to set an example. You know what I'm saying? Like an example of, you know, but y'all been bombing a lot of clinics. Y'all been doing a lot of crap. You know what? Y'all need to calm your ass down. Right? So maybe it's more effective if he's alive. Is that it? Black said what? Do you consider black people wild animals? Knocker, damn. What's going on in my chat room, man? Wolfpack, what's up, man? Black said what? Why would you... I don't know. I'm jumping in at the wrong time. Hey, what's up, Rob? Kimberly King, how you doing? Goodness gracious. These people crazy. Why would they... When I rap is in the house. I think I shouted out everybody I see, man. Everybody talking anyway. Brooklyn. What up, Brooklyn, man? All right. I think I shouted out everybody I saw. Meerkat people, I will come over there and holler at you. JFK saves the day. Did he? We need JFK to save the day. We need somebody to save the day. You know what? I don't believe anyone can save the day like I used to. But I do believe there are some people who are willing to give up life and limb. You know what I'm saying? And I question my ability to be able to do that myself. And I'm getting stronger and stronger, and I think I'm getting to the point where I can honestly look in this device here and say, Meerkat, you two people, I'm willing to lose it all behind what I believe. And I don't say that mildly. I have people that love me, right? But I believe I'm willing to lose it all. I'll share something with you to touch me today since we're not getting a lot of calls, I don't think. Let me make sure first. I got one call. Hang tight, Bass. I think that's my man, Bass. No, Bass is different. Hold tight, though. Red Fox. They're going to make a movie of Red Fox. You know comedian Red Fox. Oh, they're coming to join me. Oh, Elizabeth, they're coming to join you, honey. If I didn't care for you. Da, 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 da. All right, Red Fox, one of my favorite comedians, man. I was reading something he wrote back in like the 70s. Where he said that he was willing to give it all up if they didn't let him rewrite the script. So that the black people in Sanford and Son didn't have to sound like Step and Fetch It. And he said he's willing to lose his job. He's willing to lose it all. And I was like, wow, you know what, man? That's what I'm talking about, man. You got to be willing to lose it all if you want to be effective, you know? So I'm telling you guys, I'm willing to lose it all behind what I'm doing here. I believe that strongly. And I think that's what you got to do if you really want to put the truth out there. I mean, if you really mean it, you got to be willing to lose it all. And I question, right? I question some people who say they spit truth, they talk truth. I question them. I do. Because I don't know if they will be allowed to speak it if it was all truth, the way they're speaking. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sounds weird. And look, I'm just starting. I mean, 2 years is nothing. These people have been doing it for 10 years. But you know, guys, I got that side eye going with some of these people, y'all. Mm-hmm. Y'all know that. When you don't have to say nothing, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Darlene, you know what I'm talking about? That. Y'all feel me? You know what I'm talking about, Kimberly King, you know what I'm talking about? That's how I feel with some of these people when they, act like they're speaking truth. You know? All right. Let me go to another call, guy. Keep it moving for y'all. Hey, you're on Tim Black Live. How you doing? Who's this?
Young Drag.
Young Drag. I knew I recognized the number. Say, damn, who is that? Young Drag. What is up, my friend? How you doing, man? How was your Thanksgiving, your Turkey Day, your whatever, man? How was that, man?
It was lovely, man. Got to spend time with the family.
That's what's up. You hear that, y'all? You spend time with the family. You chilling. Cause I don't need to. I don't need to. Hold up, Joe Dredd. I don't need to hear about you getting shot by no trigger happy cops, my brother. Cause I know you on Facebook, so I know who you are for real. And I don't want to go to your timeline, bro, and get no bad news. So you stay out of harm's way, cause you know you most wanted. You know that, right?
I feel the description, man. I already know.
That's right. Got dreads too. You call them Young Dreads. So anyway, go ahead, brother. What's on your mind tonight, my friend?
Well, I mean, I just wanted to speak on your topic. That Planned Parenthood dude, he definitely a terrorist. He in the same category as Dylan Roof, Timothy McVeigh,
Yeah.
domestic terrorist. I mean, if people are saying he's not a terrorist, I don't understand how he's not. And it's just crazy to me that, like, look at him, look at Dylan Roof. They done killed, caught multiple bodies. I don't know exactly the number. They killed at least 2 people.
Right.
Took in, no problem. That Chicago boy got shot 16 times. It's and it's crazy, man. It's just double standards.
You know, the worst thing about that Chicago boy, man, of course I agree with everything else you said, but the worst thing about the Chicago thing is that the cover-up, man. I mean, we're talking about a far-reaching cover-up that people don't want to admit to. People need to open their eyes and say, you know what, if they'll cover this up, who knows what they'll cover up? You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like I was listening to some show and they was just saying that they only got one charge, but there should have been multiple.
Yeah.
There should have been basically multiple charges. Covered it up. That's
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say at the end there?
I was just saying that it was a conspiracy.
Oh, okay, yeah, conspiracy. Yeah, man, I think it's a strategy. I think someone was telling me that Rahm Emanuel, the mayor, he was up for re-election or something. And that's part of the reason why they sat on that case for over a year before they acted on it. But the sound, did you see the clip with the sound?
No, I haven't seen the clip yet.
Okay. Oh God, man, I got it on this channel that you're on. If you're on my DC News channel, I just uploaded it today. And if you watch the clip, they had 2 versions. The first version, they said they didn't have sound. Now there's a clip with sound, and it leaves no question. You see him on the ground, and then you hear the shots. So before you couldn't hear when he was shooting. You just saw the young man fall. Yeah, you couldn't hear the shooting before. Now you can. So there's no doubt, bro. No doubt that they basically executed this young man.
Was he saying anything or
He didn't say a word. He didn't say, that's another thing. You don't hear them, you don't hear him, you don't hear the officer. All you hear is the shots.
Man.
Yeah, it's horrible, bro. It's horrible, but it's the truth. You know, it's the truth.
Right.
All right, famo. Hey,
all right, man. Peace.
Hey, man, peace. Thank you again, man. Y'all give it up for my man, Young Dread, y'all. You know, I always try to encourage brothers, man, and sisters too. You know, try to encourage people, man, to be safe, man, because I don't know how I would react if it's somebody I actually know. I already take these stories to heart. And it's going to be taken to another level when it's somebody I know, whether they be on the internet or somebody I know physically here, you know? So, got to be careful. All right. And what's important, Meerkat people, my folks, is that with the cover-up, which bothers me, is that they want to make this about one officer. This is not. See, that's the easy way out. When they make it about this one officer, Jason Van Dyke, they are camouflaging, right? Because this guy, he didn't just one day do some stupid crap. He didn't just one day decide he no longer wanted to follow procedure. This guy had been written up like 18 times. He got like 18 brutality complaints. Never was disciplined. For all we know, he could have been a 5150, a mental case, right? Whatever, right? Years ago. And they just kept him on the force. How does somebody with all those complaints never, ever get disciplined? Then they sit on the case for a year before they charge him with anything. You see the evidence that we have? Look at Michael Schlager. Michael Schlager, the officer who shot Walter Scott. The officer that shot Walter Scott in the back as he ran away. This footage is just as damaging as that footage. And look how long it took for them to charge Michael Schlager. 2 seconds. Why do we have this case going for a year before anybody charged him? And why did the family get paid $5 million without the family even suing? See, this is a cover-up. Chicago is dirty as hell. Period. So this goes deeper than just the officer Jason Van Dyke. Jason Van Dyke, he pulled the trigger, but he's not the only one who killed Laquan McDonald. Chicago killed him. Rahm Emanuel killed him. The Chicago Police Department, the people who ignored the fact that Van Dyke had all these brutality charges and no one acted on it. Anita Alvarez, the prosecuting attorney, the lead prosecutor in Cook County, she killed him because she left a piece of shit on the force for an additional year because she was up for re-election or at the behest of Rahm Emanuel. You can go look all of this up. I don't say it lightly. I don't say it to incite people. I'm telling you it's because it's what I've discovered after looking into the case. I encourage you to do your own fact checking. But I gain nothing by telling you the truth. But I lose something by not telling you. You feel me? All right, Kim, what's up, lady? Hey,
Well,
hey.
What I'm looking at here is it's time for folks to start cleaning up their backyard in this country. The climate that's been going on in this country. The reason why we got so much of an uprising because people react to change. They know a change is coming. Mm-hmm. And so when a change is coming, people panic and you'll see a heightened more of everything. Mm. That's just my interpretation. But there's some things that's just gonna have to be changed. You can't avoid it. And it's based on just what you just said. Look what's going on in Chicago. It's one of the most corrupt states in the United States. And they just been running the way they want to run. And that has to change. It is going throughout the United States.
Exactly.
So I'll digress on that. That's all I have to say.
Well, hell, hey, look, all you have to say is the truth, though. And I appreciate you for that, Kim. Thank you so much, lady. Give it up for Kim, y'all. No doubt. We got to make some changes. I love what Kim said, man. We got to make some changes. We got to change the way we police. I want us to change the way we talk to each other. I want us to change my team, your team. And I know, look, man, I know it's a lofty, thing. It's not, look, I know it's an unlikely uphill battle to try to get people to come together. But damn it, I can't help but feel like if I only talk to the choir, what good is it? Look, I'm not even, I like to say I'm spiritual. I just believe that I was raised as a Christian. I left religion when I was 17. Well, before 17, when I was 15, 14. But that's not the point. I do believe certain things about religion. And one of those things is your job is to convert. And maybe that's because I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness and I left that religion. But I used to get off my ass and go knock on doors. And I know y'all hated me. But I believe what I was doing was right. I believe I was there to save your life, whether you believe it or not. That's what they made me believe. And then I start finding out stuff. And I was like, hey, I ain't getting no Christmas for this. You ain't even let no black people join this until 1970. Wouldn't even let black people be in it. How it's going to be the right religion when no black people can even be in a religion until 1970, Mom? Just shut up and go and put your tie on. I got to get out of here as soon as I get old enough, boy. I got to quit. But that's not my point. My point is, so I feel like I'm doing the same thing now, but I'm doing it for another reason. And the reason is, I'm knocking on your door for us to come together. And I know it's unlikely that you'll be converted. Oh, you want to stay with your group and you want to stay with your group. You want to stay with the people that you already know, that you are comfortable with, that look like you. And you want to keep on spitting the same old stuff, the same old jargon, the same old buzzwords. And we're going to let words stop us from coming together. Words like Black Lives Matter instead of just us against the system. Hey, everybody can get behind that. But me saying that makes me a sellout. I don't know why. What war are we fighting? We're going to let words like white supremacy divide us. Words like white privilege divide us. Yeah, you get some people going, yeah, I love when you use that word. And other people just go, turn off. Instead, we could say double standard. Or we could say broken system. Rich bastards. How about rich bastards who control everything? Lying rich bastards or corrupt government in Chicago. How about that? How about we just call it that? Hey, pick and choose your battles. That's what I think. That's where I'm up on this, guys. Thank you so much for calling in tonight. It's been a pleasure being here with you. Tomorrow, I'm trying to get us back on the main channel, but I'm having a little problem, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. It's technical on the YouTube side. But we beat... No, I want to say I beat Fox. Because Fox put a copyright claim on me and now it's gone. I would love to tell you I kicked Bill O'Reilly's ass. Oh yeah, Bill. You punk ass. Shit is punk ass. What? But nah, I think they just said he too small. We don't give a shit. That's really what happened. But I would love to pretend, y'all, that I beat Fox. You know what I'm saying? Not beatbox, but beat Fox. But I don't think that's what happened. I think what happened was they just decided to drop the claim because they ain't going to spend money to stop Tim Black. Little do they know, we are powerful. We ain't many, but we are plenty. All right, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Let's play some music and get up out of here. How about that? Shoot. Oh, hold on. Let me shout out my Meerkat people, man. Hold on, y'all. So, Meerkat people, y'all need to come to IamTimBlack.com or come over to TimBlackTV.com and join the fun. So y'all can get the video version. Because y'all be able to see the video stuff and the images I put up, they look better. Darlene Pike, thank you. she said, I'm so sorry for you being Jehovah's Witness. You ain't had no Christmas. What you mean them babies can't have no Christmas? It's Christmas time. Man, Landing Point. Thank you, Landing Point, for being here. I appreciate you, Landing Point. My man, Mr. Props. Mr. Pops, come on, man. Mr. Pops, man. Hey, bro, why you gonna get off on the wrong foot with a brother, man? My man, Murad, what's up, man? Lydia, thank you, Lydia, for restreaming. What up? Thank you, everybody, for being here. Look, we'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock. This damn stand is not that steady. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock, people. Be here, please. And tell a friend. That's your job. If you can't send money, if you can't contribute to the show, which is patreon.com, Tim's Take Live, $1, $5, $10, $500, whatever, right? If you can't do that, you know what you can do? You can tell people about the show. Yeah, tell them about the show. You know? And that's good too. Y'all feel me? All right, let's play some music and get up out of here. I don't want to keep it dragging on.
Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black.
And I'm gone. I see y'all tomorrow. Thank you, Blog Talk Radio. Thank you, Stitcher Radio. Thank you, iTunes. Yeah, we go a lot of places. Peace. All right, guys. Thank you again, Wolfpack. I see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here. I think we did a good show. Sorry I got a little distracted. That will not happen tomorrow. But I think we're still good. Because of y'all. Peace.